What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another solo leveling Arise video. Listen, guys. I've been watching. That's right. I have been watching the video game awards by myself with my wife, surprisingly enough, while we're chilling. And this popped up, and I wrote hashtag unbanned players with 1.2 million people watching. Let me tell you, it did nothing. Didn't even show up on a blip. All right, this looked incredible. This is what the Game Awards have actually been showing. This is a glimpse of the brand new update that's coming. With that being said, SLA has their own brand new update coming. We're gonna look into it. Ready to become a player. We're gonna look at this together, guys, and we're gonna look at this bombshell of a trailer, and we're gonna dissect it a little bit ourselves. And we're gonna talk about this. Okay, we're gonna talk about the entire thing. So it's already too late, you guys. If you guys haven't seen or read the manhwa, this is way ahead of the anime, by the way, so you are going to get some spoilers. So real quick, spoiler alert, this is going to talk about JEJU Island and Beru, so get ready, okay? This is going to have some spoilers in it. You guys are not prepared for this. I would suggest stop watching now. All right, so here we go. 1 minute and 26 seconds, hunger awaits beneath the surface. Now, this is probably the most anticipated, okay? Anticipated shadow and boss to this point. If you guys don't know this, the reason why is he is immensely strong. We are talking about single-handedly, hitting every single S-rank hunter to the bone. Like, he destroys everybody, like everybody. So if you're looking at somebody here, oh man, look at the amount of blood just gushing here. Yes, this will give you a general sense of what's happening to our boy Min. And it is brutal in this video. It is brutal in the manhwa, and it literally is one of the most unexpected and dramatic parts of what happens in JEJU Island. I'd say probably the most impactful part of JEJU Island, in my opinion, especially to what happens to Team Korea. And it's very heartbreaking, in my opinion. And Min Min doesn't deserve it. Boy came out of retirement to help, and he just got his ass rocked. Anyways, keep going. Remember, there are going to be spoilers here, right? You guys can see here, Beck is, of course, very mad about the situation because he could, number one, do nothing to protect one of his best friends. And he's actually one of the main reasons why Min even came to this place to help out. So, yo, let me tell you, man, this video right here has done wonders. You were all weak, and this is one of the things that makes Beru so fucking incredible, is he shows zero remorse, zero pity. He gives zero fucks about any of these hunters or humans. He is so much above them in power that it is apparent the moment he jumps on screen. So I'm hoping, and this is why I've been saying this for so long, guys, for SLA, is that I believe that this is going to be the hardest content we're going to have to date, and they need to do it right. They need to make Beru super fucking hard, right? If you're watching this trailer, right, you're all weak, who is your king? He asked this question to a specific other hunter, not on the Korean team, and we all thought that hunter was a badass. At least I did, and that man had no screen time because of that answer that he gave. So it's they need to do this right. This fight needs to be the pinnacle of SLA so far. And if they do perform this correctly, I expect every fucking whale, dolphin player to complain about how hard this is, and I would love to see that. To be honest, for the first little while, I would love to see that, to say, yo, and it doesn't have to be impossible. I think there's a difference between hard and impossible. I don't want it to be impossible. I want it to be hard. And what I mean by that is I want you to have that feeling as a gamer, that exhilarating feeling, whether you're a whale, a dolphin, or a free-to-play player, to be like, whoa, like, that was crazy. You ever get those fights where you finish something and you just drop the controller and you got to look at your hands for a second and they're kind of shaking and sweaty? Like, I want that feeling after this fight. I want you to say, like, I can't believe I just did that. Like, that was the most intense thing SLA has produced to this point. And SLA has produced a lot of intense fights. So I know they have a lot riding on this. And I'm telling you guys, I want them to cater to everybody on this one. And I don't think, as free-to-play players, that, and I'm being real when I say this, that free-to-play players should have a chance for a little while, unless you're the top tier of the free-to-play. And the reason why I say this, and I'm talking about hard mode, right? I'm not talking about normal. And I think free-to-play, easy and normal should always be doable. But I think hard mode, I think this needs to, this trailer should show you how he treats the rest of these people, right? And there's our boy SJW. And this right here in the manhwa is so incredible, guys. Like it's such a showdown, a clash between these two. And you guys can see right away, first off, SJW is about to dick him. He's dicking him right now with his Demon King daggers, right? He's got those equipped, obviously, right there. You guys can see them. Biru honestly holding his own, man. Biru holding his own. And it's crazy because if you know what happens in here, right? He was never originally the main villain. They didn't come here even knowing he existed. He was just conceived at this point. He was a baby born to be a warrior, right? And if you look here, like this right here, all those eggs breaking up and stuff, like look at all those ants. Look at that ant army, right? And then we have Rise here, obviously, and then our boy summons all the shadows in his arsenal. And this is interesting, right? Because you can see all the shadows, but there's Kaiselian. There's all, like, we don't it's crazy because, like, obviously this is trying to stick true to the manhwa. You don't see Blades anywhere here. At least I don't see him. I'm trying to see if I can find him anywhere. See a lot of the orcs, obviously, and then you see here the ants versus SJW, and then there's that Jeju Island raid update, December 2024. Download now. Listen, if that shit doesn't get you hyped, you're dead inside, bro. Or you're just not a fan. And I can understand if you're not a fan why you would even care about this. But that right there, guys, is what it's looking like. And I think that any SLA player should be excited for this. I know we've got our ups and downs right now going on with some of these issues, but I think it's super important to realize how crazy of an update this is going to be. Now, a couple things I want to make sure people are on the same page about. I think they're going to treat this very similarly to how they treat a Baron. So we're probably going to see two things. Number one, we're going to see a story release for normal, hard, and most likely, and they should really at this point introduce either very hard or nightmare mode for story mode to give us more challenge and more ways to get essence stones. So I would expect that. I would probably expect a brand new artifact sets coming out from JEJU Island. I don't know if JEJU Island itself is going to be a WOBL type raid on its own, but I wouldn't expect that right now. What they did with Baron is they introduced the story chapters first, and then a month later, Baron came out with the actual WOBL. So I think he rightfully deserves to be WOBL. I think WOBL should be the platform for all raids. So if we see Beru in any mode, it'll probably be a month later. So I think we're going to be introduced to a couple different things. So introduction to the Japanese team, introduction to story mode for JEJU Island, probably some events obviously for Christmas and New Year because that is coming up and they've already announced that they're going to be doing that. And then of course we have ourselves the new, I would imagine, new artifact sets. Either that we're going to see it earlier or we're going to see it with the raid upcoming in January. So and I would imagine also at the end of January or the beginning of January we'll probably see the introduction of Goto Ryoji, who was slated to come out in December anyways. But this here, guys, this right here is what it's all about. And you guys can see down here there's a PC version that's mentioned right down here, right? You guys can see a PC version, and actually the Game Awards talk about it in their version as well too. And I'm actually going to be doing a full reaction to this. So if you guys are interested, a new episode is coming soon. If you guys are interested in watching, see, add it to your wish list theme right there. If you guys are interested in watching this with me tomorrow morning, I'll be watching the entire Game Awards and doing my reactions to it. They've got 1.2 million people watching this, guys. It's crazy. So there you guys have it. Unreal trailer. I am so excited. I hope you guys are hyped too. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.